Hey everybody, in this video, we're just going to run through one of the simulations that we're incorporating into Sync. I mentioned this in our overview video, but our philosophy around Sync is that it's not enough to just give people information. We want to make sure people are actually able to apply what they learn in our courses. Think about it. I can tell you what it's like to call a driver all day long, but you don't really know what it's like until you actually do it. And it can be a bit of a shock once you're actually on that live phone call. So we've partnered with a company called SimTrain to build out simulations that support the material in our training content. So with that as context, I want to jump into one of these so you can see what they're all about. All right. Now here, you'll notice that I'm in one of our tracking courses. And as usual, if we scroll to the bottom, we're going to see the different sections of the course and a couple of places where we've inserted simulations. If you follow the links, they'll take you to the relevant sim. In this case, it happens to be a tracking call where we're going to call a driver to see if he's on site at our shipper. So what you're going to hear is me live right now calling a pre-recorded driver to see if he's on site at my shipper. I'll click Start Sim and we'll be on our way.
Hello?
Hey, Chuck, just checking to see if you're at Columbus Foods yet.
Yeah, I got here at 12:30, but we have a big problem.
You're going to enter his arrival time, 12:30. What seems to be the problem, sir?
I just checked in and they said my appointment isn't until tonight at 8 p.m. That's not going to work.
Here we can see highlighted appointment time should be 1 p.m. That's a problem. Sir, I'm showing it's a 1 p.m. appointment. Let me see what's going on.
I have another local pickup and I'm not sitting here until 8 p.m. I'm so sick of brokers lying to me about appointment times. You have 5 minutes to get this figured out or I'm leaving.
No, sir, I completely understand. Can you just confirm the address that you're at for me?
The same address you have on the Raycon. I'm at 123 Main Street, Columbus, Ohio, at Columbus Foods.
That's the same thing I have. And what pickup number are you using?
Come on. The same thing you have on the Raycon, 1225. And they're telling me to come back tonight. You need to call down here and get this figured out.
Now here we see highlighted, found the problem, wrong pickup number. Sir, I'm showing your pickup number should be 1234. Do you mind going back in and trying that?
You got to be kidding me. Why did you give me 1225?
I'm not sure what the confusion was, but 1234 is definitely your number. Do you want me to stay on the line with you while you go check back in?
Yeah, hang on. Okay, that actually worked. I don't know why you guys didn't give me that number the first time. They're going to load me at 1 p.m.
Perfect, man. You know what? It doesn't look like I have your truck and trailer numbers yet. Could I grab those from you?
Yeah, I'm in truck 24 and trailer 24T.
Yeah, here I can enter 24, 24T. And this is just a higher difficulty setting where it's taking away my script and my hints. Sir, thanks for the information. If you have any other problems, feel free to give me a shout.
Sure thing. Thanks for the help.
No problem. If you can call me when you're loaded, that would be amazing.
Yep, will do.
This concludes your simulation.
All right. And that was an example of one of our simulations. I'll admit there's a little bit of added flair because this is a demo after all, but you do see where we're going with these. At this point, you can listen to playback of the sim and it also grades your performance, but I'm not going to get into that right now because I'm trying to keep this short. Instead, let's talk about why these simulations are important. First off, it gives people an opportunity to apply what they learn, right? People learn best from doing things. I said it before and I'll say it again. We can tell you all day long what it's like to call a driver, but you don't really know what it's like until you actually do it. And these simulations help a lot with that. It's also a nice low risk environment. Make your mistakes in the simulation, who cares? That way you aren't fumbling your way through these live calls. Third, practice makes perfect. These simulations give an easy way to get reps in, even for those obscure scenarios that don't come up every day. That way you know what to do when you're on a real call. And then finally, time savings. Mock calls are always a part of training, or should be at least. But how much of a manager's or trainer's time is spent doing mock calls? Probably too much. You can accomplish the exact same thing with our library of simulated calls. And then last slide, where are we incorporating these simulations? Basically any place that a broker has a conversation, which is pretty often. Tracking calls, right? Like the example that we just walked through. Carrier sales calls. How do you sell a load? How do you negotiate with a carrier? Customer sales calls. How do you overcome objections and get past gatekeepers? Account management scenarios. How do you follow up on quotes and engage with new contacts? There are a ton of uses for these simulations, and we've only scratched the surface. That does it for our overview of the simulation component of Sync. If you liked what you saw, feel free to reach out to me at nick@synclogisticstraining.com. Thanks for watching.